Hi, I am Patrick. Thank you very much for joining me for Just Got Played and on an adventure as we look at quests, Heroes of Sorcado. Heroes of Sorcado is a 1 to 6 player game by Solar Flare. And if you're familiar with Solar Flare games, they usually do a pretty good job of having games that are pretty fun but pretty easy to teach. The fairly lighter games. And this is no exception. This is a quick to teach game, but there's a lot about this that I want to discuss. So in this game we play 6 adventures. If it's a 1 player game, you play 6 adventures. If you play 6 players, each one of you has your own adventure. If you play 5, then somebody's got to play 2. And you go on these quests written in this very large instruction booklet. Once you get your quest, you take the encounter cards out of the appropriate deck, place that next to each one of the heroes, and that hero will have to combat that particular monster. Now he's the primary person that defends the team against that monster, but a few around them, and it does say that on the monster card how many around them are affected, get to add their little extra bit of bonus to whatever the statistic is that you need to beat it. You'll roll a 20-sider, and if you match or exceed the number on the monster card, depending on the stat that you use, because you can use intelligence to trick some, you can use strength to fight others, then you have vanquished that particular monster, and you get to take a look at that card and see if there's any rewards or treasure associated with that monster. And those treasures are going to help you bolster some of the statistics on your characters as you continue to play. In the end, there is a boss monster fight, and it's a big guy, and everyone's got to chip in and fight. This is the time to kind of save up all your potions and your magic stuff. There is a market that you can buy. You can buy it from this guy right here. It looks a little shady to me, but you can buy any of your magic items from this guy to help bolster you right before you go in. Fight off this appropriate boss monster. Now, in this particular game, it's a prototype, what you're seeing here. You're not seeing the finished product, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be very, very similar to this. It is only the first introductory game that I had an opportunity to play. I wish I had an opportunity to play a few more. And in the introductory game, you get a few different things. You have to go in turn order. After the introductory game, players can go in any order that they want. You get some starter magic items in the beginning of this game that helps you out a little bit. And you also get this magic bottle. And that takes me to the thing that I like the least about the game. I know why it's there. I understand its value. But the magic bottle allows you to do a lot of healing as much as you want, which takes a lot of the challenge out. Now, I believe the magic bottle does go away in the second scenario, or the first scenario, the one after the tutorial. So you lose it, but this tutorial is just trying to get your feet wet, trying to figure out how the mechanisms work and what you're going to do where and get new treasure and that kind of thing. So it kind of breaks you in. That magic bottle might be the only thing I don't like about this particular game. Now there's some luck involved for those hardcore luck monsters. You are rolling a 20-sider, and when it comes to me and rolling, I do not do very well, but I did okay. We got through it. We beat the boss monster. We were all in all in fairly good shape. No one died, but we were in bad shape actually, or at least a few of us were in bad shape. So those are the two things that you might want to think about when you're talking about quests, Heroes of Sorcado. Now the thing that I love the most about it, and I hope people focus more on this than anything else, is this is a storytelling game at its heart. It's got this great rule book that's got, as you start the adventure, it gives you a little bit of background and where you're headed and why you're doing certain things, and gives you which way book kind of choices that'll lead you in other directions during the course of the game. It's going to affect what monster you have to fight, or possibly if you come across a trap or that kind of thing. So there's some decision making here, and it really embellishes the simple role-playing aspect of this design. This is a little bit out of the box for their normal designs. I don't see any mechanisms that are common in any of the other Solarflare games, but all the mechanisms that I've been able to test have been very solid, and they work very well. And this story is so far really good. I'm going to buy it just so I can finish reading the story. So I am Patrick. This is Quest's Heroes of Sorcado. I'm sorry if I'm butchering Sorcado. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. But it's coming to Kickstarter very shortly, and it is by Solarflare Games. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.